Howdy, welcome back to the RMC YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to take a mod from FS22 and put it in FS25. So we're going to grab our FS22 mod here and we're going to extract it. So one thing I'm going to note right off the bat, you are going to need Blender 4.3, the Giants exporter for Blender, Giants editor 10, and you are also going to need Notepad++. Um, so what we're going to do, once we extract it, we're going to go into the mod desk. We're going to change the desk version to 92. Then we're going to open up our i3D with Notepad++. And you can set your vehicle shader. This is an example. However, we are not going to do that. What we're going to do, we're going to open this. I'm going to show you, before I go doing that in i3D, I'm going to show you why it's important we do that. So, we have texture issues right now. As you can see, it's all kinds of wonky. What we're going to do is, so to get a quality convert, you need to use Blender. You need to UV map it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to move this. Let me make this organized real quick so we can see what we're doing here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna click File, Export Selection with Files. I'm gonna go Wavefont OBJ so we can open it, and I'm gonna type in frame. Is the actual trailer frame. I'm just gonna click yes on everything, and then I'm going to wait out to load. I'm gonna close GE down for now, or just minimize it. We're gonna open up Blender. We're going to go over here. We're going to delete all of that. We're going to import Wavefont OBJ, downloads. It's not currently there. Give me just a moment. I exported it to the wrong area. So we're gonna make frame again. No, actually put it in downloads this time. I'm gonna go Blender. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna select frame, import. So you can use this over here, this UV editing. However, for me, this freezes and it doesn't work for me. So what I do is I go down here to this little clock thing at your bottom left. Brings up this little menu here, and we're gonna click UV editor, and we're gonna drag this up. Now it's important to note important to know that you need to be in editor mode or edit mode for Blender. You're gonna press A to select all of this and bring it over to here. You're going to drag and highlight all of that. And then we're going to press U. We're going to go down. Fourth one down, we're going to press Smart UV Project. We're going to unwrap it. Once it's in that box, what that means is once we code it in the XML, water drops will appear on the actual trailer. So you'll have your water effects just like base game equipment does. So we're going to do that. We're going to go over here to next to the little colorful dial. There's going to be a little menu here. We're going to click that. We're going to go down here to the Giants i3D exporter. We're going to uncheck that. We're going to click the little file over here. And we're going to set somewhere we're going to remember it. So we're going to go over here. We're going to click set i3D file. We're going to click export all. Once it's successfully exported, we're going to go back into Giants Editor. We're going to import our i3D frame. We're going to drag that up. And we're going to delete the old one. So, as you see, texture issue fixed. So, we're going to do that again with another piece of our trailer. We're going to do the same thing, export selection, wave font. We're going to do, we're going to name this one, grab handle cats. Click yes and yes again. We know where that's at. We're going to go back into Blender, we're going to click File, we're going to click New, we're going to click General. We're going to select all this again, we're going to delete it. We're going to go File, Import. We're going to go to Wave Font again. And then we're going to go down the downloads and select the one that we just named, and we're going to import it in. So, as you see, it's right there. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go to the clock. We're going to go UV editor. We're going to go, now you can press tab to go in the edit mode, or you can go up here and click the drop down. Tab is the shortcut for it. So, we're going to go into editing mode. We're going to go up here, we're going to press A to select all. Then we're going to tab down here, and we're going to select all of that. Then we're going to press U. Go fourth one down to Smart UV Project. We're going to press Unwrap. Now that it is in that little square, it will now receive water effects and it'll be UV mapped. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. We're going to go back to our exporter. And we are going to uncheck that again. Click that. Go over here. And we're going to set a 3D file. Then we're going to export all. We're going to go back in the Giants editor and do the same step again. We're going to import. We're going to grab the thing we just exported out of Blender. We're going to put up there in place of the old one and delete the old one. So now that we have our main frame in, I'm going to show you guys how to start unique or selectable. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our main frame here. We're going to go over here to the albedo map. We're going to click the three dots, go up here, and we're going to click the three dots again. Now it is important, I'm going to put this out there, so your material editing tab down here, to get this to show up, go up here to window, down here to material editing, and it will pop it up over here. So we're going to go albedo, we're going to click the three dots again, we're going to go into our FS25 main directory. So for me it's this PC, it's on my D drive, Steam library, Steam apps, common, FS25, shared, and then we're going to, not shared, data, and we're going to click shared. And we're going to scroll all the way down, and we're going to get this one that says white diffuse. We're going to click OK and apply it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go down here. We're going to click replace or add new shader in the custom shader section. We're going to go to the same main directory, but we're going to, instead going shared, we're going to go shaders, and we're going to scroll down. We're going to grab our vehicle shader and apply it. Now, it's doing that weird texture glitch again. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, why do we just went through UV mapping it to avoid that? So, that is a common occurrence when you have no materials added to your frame. So, we're going to scroll down. We're going to click Detail Specular. We're going to click three dots again. We're going to click three dots. We're going to go Metal. We're going to go Metal Painted Specular. Now, it does vary from the material that you're working with, whether it's metal, fabric, or rubber. It does vary too, materials. So we're going to click three dots again. Three dots up here. We're going to go Detail Library. It's in FS25 main directory, data, shared, detail library, flat normal. Then we're going to click down here, detail diffuse. We're going to click three dots, and then we're going to click metal, metal painted diffuse. Now it is painted. So now, if we go up here and we click color scale, we have color selection. We can do all kinds of cool colors with it. We can make it red, we can make it pink if you want. But we're gonna leave it white for the sake of the tutorial so you guys can see stuff. So now it looks kind of dull, and if you want to make it look a little bit more shiny, you can go down here, you can click clear coat intensity, and you can set that to 1, or I believe you can set to 0.5, I think that's the thing. Yeah, so you can have it half, you can have it very low, but for the sake of this, we're gonna just leave it at 1 for now. And so if I change the material to, or the color to black, you can see that it's not dull anymore, but if I unselect these, it looks very dull. But we're gonna leave those checked for right now. We're gonna make it look nice. So then we're gonna do the same thing with our grab handles here. Let me just get rid of the rock lights for now. We'll deal with lights at a later date or later in the tutorial. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go on Beano map. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna click 3 dots. We're gonna go shared. We're gonna scroll all the way down. We're gonna go white diffuse, and we're gonna apply it. We're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna go back to our shaders folder in the main directory. We're gonna scroll down. We're gonna grab our vehicle shader. Then we're gonna scroll down again, and we're going to do the same thing we did with the main part. We're gonna do the specular, the metal painted specular. We're gonna go default normal here. Check it off. 3 dots, 3 dots over here, and then we're gonna go detail library, flat normal. Then we're gonna go detail diffuse. Check that off. 3 dots there, 3 dots up here, metal, and then metal painted diffuse. And so there's that. We're gonna go. Let me change this back to white. That way we can see what's going on here. And so we're gonna click color scale. We're gonna go clear coat intensity, clear coat smoothness. We're gonna check those off again. That way it matches. Then what we're gonna do, because we're working on getting this color selectable in game, before I do color selection, the collisions in FS25 are different than they were in 22. So the front feet don't fall through the ground, I'm going to bring in a collision to work with the feet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the FS25 main directory, wherever that may be for you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go into data. I'm gonna go vehicles, and the one I'm using for reference on this is the Demco Steel Drop Deck. I'm gonna go into the i3D, open that Giants Editor to 10, and what we're gonna do here is I'm just gonna use the collision off of it for right now. So go here to attachable. Support. I'm going to grab the collision. I'm going to not import. I'm going to export selection. i3D. Support. Pull. And I'm going to put that in our mod that we are working on. So we're going to click yes. We're going to click yes there. We're gonna go back. We're gonna X out of this. Don't worry about saving it. It's a base game, so don't worry about anything with it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go file. We're gonna go import, and then we're gonna import the collision we just brought over. We're going to take it up to support. I'm just going to put it in the supports there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab that. I'm going to get it pretty close. I'm going to shorten it a tad bit. Bring it down a tad bit. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get it decently level with that there. And we're going to leave it there. And that looks about good right there. So for our color selection, what we're going to do is we're going to go in the frame. And so we're gonna start with this. We're gonna go into our mod that we're working on. We're gonna go into the XML. So the color configs have changed from 22 to 25. We don't use base material and all that anymore. What we use is, I'm going to go over here, I'm going to grab it out of the CV series. I'm going to use this as a reference for the color. And I pass it. So we're going to grab base color. And we're going to put it in place of where that was. And I'm going to put 2 lines here, because there's 2 things that we're going to map to the same color. So we're going to go here. Now we need a slot name. So we're going to go over here. We're going to go in the material editing tab. We're going to click here where it says slot name. And I'm going to make it, I'm just going to type frame paint underscore map. For the sake of this, we're going to copy that. We are going to paste it in that line. We're going to save that for now. We're going to go grab handle cuts. And we are going to name it frame paint 2 underscore map. We're going to grab that. We're going to put it over here. We're going to save that. And then I'm going to go in game and show you guys it works. Alrighty, so now that we're in game, we're going to go up here to the brute force and we're going to grab it. And as you see here, it's showing up as red there. And it is color selectable now. And it is successfully UV mapped and textures are fixed on the main body. So, just to prove that it works. Game. Yeah. And don't worry about those over there. It's not a glitch. It is from where I was testing earlier to make sure everything worked. So, that was a tutorial on our color configurations. The next tutorial that gets put out will be for our rim color configurations. Stay tuned for that one, but that is UV editing and color configurations. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments. Have a good one.